Yeah, good morning, friends. Welcome to this webinar. So, as you know, this is a webinar on cloud computing. So, before we see what is cloud computing and what we are going to learn in cloud computing, let us see some history. Let us see what is there or what was there before cloud computing. So, why there is a need of cloud computing? Why this technology is so much in demand? So, we have to go back to history so that we can understand the concept of cloud computing in a better way. So before we start, let me just introduce myself. I'm Shakeel here. I have like 13 plus years of experience. I have experience on different platforms. Like I started my career in on Windows Server administrations actually. Then I have worked on network administration, then virtualization. I have experience on Linux and security. So these are the things I have done in my career. These are the different, servers and different networks I have worked on these different technologies in my last 13-14 years. Okay. One more thing before I start, I just want to tell you one thing. There is a chat box here, friends. So this chat box is always open. So whenever you have a question, whenever you have any doubt, kindly send me a message in the chat box. You can simply send your questions or queries in the chat box so that we can make this session more, clean and more organized actually. Okay, you should always ask a question whenever there is a doubt. You should always send me a question whenever there is a doubt. But instead of you talking from the other side, let us use chat box for today so that the session can be more organized and all the attendees can understand the session in a better way. Okay, so I'm just sending a message in the chat box. I just say hi there. So always try to use the chat box here. Done. So again, welcome back, friends. Welcome to this session. So let us see what is this cloud computing and why it is so much in demand. Now, there is one thing that we need to understand first carefully, and that is what is a computer network. Cloud computing is actually about a computer network. I repeat, cloud computing is actually about a computer network. So let me just show you a small computer network. This is a computer network that you will see in each and every organization, each and every company on the face of the earth. Maybe it is in India, maybe let's say somewhere in Mumbai, somewhere in Delhi, somewhere in Hyderabad, somewhere in Chennai, or maybe anywhere else all over the globe. A computer network will look like this. A computer network have devices like firewall, a router, a switch, and server. These are the four major components in a these are the four major devices we have in a computer network. Of course, laptops and desktops will be there. Okay, but these are the other main devices that we have. Laptops and desktops we are using for many years now, right? Whatever laptop you have in your home, whatever desktop you have in your home, the same laptop and desktop will be available in a company. But beside this laptop and desktop, what are the other devices we have that we are not using actually, or that we don't use in our personal life, or switches, servers, routers, and firewalls? Okay, I should not say we are not using. I can say like we are not configuring them. A normal person will not configure routers, switches, servers, and firewall, isn't it? But whenever a person is connected to the internet, that person is using a switch, a router, a firewall, as well as a server. Without using these devices, a person cannot access anything on internet, or a person cannot access anything in a computer network, like within a company. Okay. So out of all these devices, firewall, router, switch, the most important device we have here is a server. So when you talk about a computer network in a company, or when you talk about the internet, internet is also a computer network. Okay. So when you talk about the internet, the most important device that we have over the internet is a server. Right now we are connected to this session using Zoom meeting, right? Zoom app. So this particular Zoom app is working on a server. So we all people are connected to Zoom server here. So whenever you access your account, email account, let's say Gmail or Yahoo Mail or Hotmail, whatever, you are connected to Gmail server. When you access anything on YouTube, you're connected to YouTube server. When you access something like Facebook, you're connected to Facebook server. Like you're sending and receiving some money, that means you're connected to a bank server. Okay, you're sending a message over the WhatsApp, that means you are connected to the WhatsApp server. So server is the most important device over a computer network. So let us try to understand server in more details now. Okay, fine. So what is a server here? I have written a very simple definition here. Server is a computer hardware or a software that provide services to users or client over a network. This is a very technical definition, friends. So let me just go in like in a simple and a easy way. Now, server is a computer hardware. You know hardware very well. Like your maybe you're using a desktop now, or maybe there is a laptop with you, or maybe there is a mobile phone. Maybe someone is attending this session on a mobile phone. So mobile phone, laptop, and desktop, these are hardware machines. Okay, what is it in a laptop? Inside, like there is a motherboard, there is a processor, there is a hard disk, there is a CPU, there is a RAM, there is a NIC card. Can we see any computer or a laptop without these components? Imagine there is a laptop where there is no hard disk. Can we use a laptop? The answer is no. Imagine there is a laptop where there is no motherboard. Can we use that laptop? Of course, no. So each and every laptop have some particular hardware. Your laptop, my laptop, your desktop, my desktop. This machine's components are same. Okay, the speed can be different. The capacity can be different. For example, my processor can be i3 processor. Your processor can be i5 processor. There is a difference in speed, right? My hard disk can be 500 GB. Your hard disk can be 1000 GB. But anyhow, these are the components that we have in each and every machine. Fine. Now tell me, please, is it possible to use our hardware without a operating system? If you're saying no, then you're 100% correct. We simply cannot use a hardware without the operating system. For example, in your mobile phone, there is an operating system, right? It can be Android, or it can be like Mac iOS, Apple iOS. There is an operating system there. If the operating system in the mobile phone is not working, the mobile phone we can't use actually, right? Take the example of your computer or a laptop. Which operating system you're using in computer or a laptop? It can be Windows 8 or Windows 10 or maybe Windows 11, the latest one. So without the operating system, can we use our hardware? Of course, no. So this is a very basic thing we need to understand, friends. A machine has a hardware and a machine has an operating system. So when I say machine, I'm referring to computers, servers, okay, routers, switches, everything. But as of now, let us talk only about computers and servers. So a computer has a hardware and that hardware has an operating system. And in this same way, a server is also a computer. Like your desktop machine or a laptop machine, a server is also a computer. A server also has the hardware and it has the operating system. Got it? Server has the hardware as well as it has the operating system. So what is the hardware here? Like I showed you before. In server hardware, we have components like motherboard, processor, RAM, hard disk, power supply. Remember I told you these are the same components we have in our laptop as well as desktop. So hardware wise, the computer and server, they are same. The only difference here is the capacity. The server capacity is much more higher compared to a normal laptop or a desktop. Okay, let me just show you in more details. Wait a second. Again, I'm repeating, friends, the chat box is always open. So please try to utilize chat box. This session should be interactive session actually. Okay, this is a webinar. So I'm just trying to show you what is cloud computing. I'm just trying to put the cloud computing concept in front of you in a basic and in a simple way. Okay. Now let us say these are some of the layers we have in a laptop. let us say the hardware. And we know what is there in hardware: CPU, RAM, hard disk. These are the components we have in the hardware. And on top of this hardware, we have operating system. And this operating system is called actually client operating system. What are the examples of client operating system? Whatever you're using in your laptop or whatever you were using till now, like Windows XP or Windows 7 or Windows 8, Windows 10 and Windows 11. These are the client operating systems. Okay. And on top of this client operating system, what we are running here actually, on top of this client operating system, we are running some applications. Applications can be your antivirus. Application can be your Zoom meeting application. Application can be MS Office. Application can be maybe like, a media player. Application can be Google Chrome. All these are the applications we are running. And on top of these applications, there is a user. That is you and me. So what we do here, friends, is as a user, we will connect to the application. So right now I'm using MS Paint. We know this Paint very well, right? We are using this Paint from our childhood maybe. So we are connected to this application. So where is this application running? This application is running on the operating system. Is it possible, friends? Can we use a application without the operating system? Of course, no. So application is running on operating system. And the operating system is obviously running on this hardware. So these are the layers we have in our machine. I hope it is clear. These are the different layers we have. Now, this machine, what I have drawn here, can be a laptop or it can be desktop. Okay. Now let us take this server now. So like your laptop or a desktop, server also have the hardware. I'll give a basic example here first. Let us say the RAM, I'll go with like hard disk. Let us say hard disk in server is, in laptop is, let's say 1 TB. You know how much is 1 TB? 1000 GB is 1 TB. Like in most of the cases, for a personal computer, 1 TB hard disk is more than sufficient. 1 TB means 1000 GB. This is some hard disk. But coming to server, of course, hard disk will be there. But you know, the size or the capacity of the hard disk can be, let's say 500 TB. Now there is a huge difference, right? 1 TB is more than sufficient in a computer or a laptop, but 500 TB may not be sufficient in a server. Because server is a machine where all the users will keep their data. All the users will save their data in a server. So 1 TB hard disk or maybe 500 TB hard disk is not sufficient. But anyhow, we know the difference now in the hardware. Great. Now, we have the operating system here. Like in your desktop, there is an operating system. In our server also, there is a operating system. But this operating system is called server operating system. This is not your Windows 8 or Windows 10 here, friends. This is a separate operating system called server operating system. And majorly 95% cases, 90 to 95% cases, the server operating system will be Windows Server operating system, Windows Server operating system, or it can be Unix or Linux. What is the difference between Windows, Unix, and Linux? There is a separate class for this. We will see then. But as of now, for your knowledge purpose, in your server machine, there is a operating system, and that operating system can be Unix operating system or Windows operating system. These are the two operating systems we use in majority of cases, if not all, majority. And when I say majority, I'm saying 90 to 95%. That is a huge majority, right? If it is 51%, also it is a majority. But I'm saying 90 to 95% cases all over the globe, in every company, under every website, either Windows operating system is running or Unix or Linux operating system is running. Okay, fine. Now, on top of this operating system, what we are running, what exactly is there on this server operating system? Now, see here, friends, on this operating system or on top of this operating system, we are running applications like web server, web server. Okay, I'll go with this example again, Zoom meeting, or let us say WhatsApp, or Paytm. We pay money through Paytm, or that is a banking app, right? We can connect this Paytm to our bank account, and we can just transfer money, or we can receive money, or we can pay money. All these things we can do. Or any social media site, or any games. What else we do on internet? What else we access on internet? Our mails, etc. These are some of the apps that we can run on a server operating system. So when you connect to a web server, let us say you have connected to like www.google.com. So where is this google.com web server running? This google.com web server is running on a server operating system. It can be Windows server operating system, or it can be Unix or Linux operating system. So it is running on a server OS. And where is this server OS running? The server OS is running on the hardware. Suppose you are playing some game. You are playing an online game. Where is the online game available? It is available as an app actually somewhere, and that app or that particular game is running on a server operating system, and that server operating system is running on a hardware. Got it, friends? This is the way the servers will work. This is the way the applications are running. See, whenever you connect to internet, whatever you are accessing over the internet, you are connected to some web server, or you are connected to some app. Okay, you're connected to some application. So where is that application running? That application is running on a server operating system, and that server operating system is either Windows server operating system or the Linux server operating system. This is the whole story, friends. So we are users here, so we are sitting here. I hope this concept is clear. This concept should be very clear to understand the concept of cloud computing actually. Got it? So this is the difference between a computer, that is a laptop or a desktop, and a server. So server is a machine like your laptop or a computer, but server is a machine. Server is a machine which is hosting some special services. Okay, so there is a question here like, what is the role of application server and a web server? Can we use both in application? Yeah, we can call both as application. We can name server, we can name like web server as application, we can name email server as application. Terminology we can use for all the other services, no issues. Done, friends. So these are the major differences between a desktop machine and a server machine. And like I said, right now we are connected to Zoom server. Without connecting to Zoom server, we cannot access or we cannot attend this particular online session. Now, not only Zoom server, in the background, we are using many other services actually. Like there is something called DNS service running, like there is something called DHCP. So there are many things running in the background. So how things are running in the background, that is a different session for us. In a webinar session, in a basic seminar session, I cannot go through all these details. Okay. So as of now, there are many applications running for us in the background. That is the reason we are able to conduct this particular class. But now tell me, anyone here who is attending this session, are you managing this Zoom server or are you managing the Google server? Of course, no. The people who are working in Zoom, the administrators who are working in Zoom, they are responsible for installing the Zoom application and managing the Zoom application, right? So we are not, we are only the user. We are simply using that particular app. Okay, friends. So I hope this concept is very clear for you. Jai Sri Ram, SAS, yeah, that is a very technical answer, but I'm not going to SAS, PAS, and IAS as of now. Okay, so I'm just trying to, put things in a very simple way here. Okay, now This is a old traditional way of hosting services. What is this? This is a very old traditional way of hosting your applications or services. You know what we have to do? Suppose you are starting a business, or suppose any XYZ company is starting a business, they need to run some applications for the business, a website or a, any other application. So I'll just name application from now. Okay. So if a company is starting a business, they need certain applications running in their company. So where the applications can be running, the applications, to run an application, the first thing you need here is you need a hardware. The second thing you need here is you need the operating system. And the third thing is the application will be running on top of this operating system. If the hardware is not sufficient and if the operating system is not there, the application cannot be configured. Done? Now, 1 TB hard disk, 500 TB hard disk. You can say clearly there is more capacity in a server. So if there is more capacity in a server, listen friends, if there is more capacity, then we have to pay more money. Obviously, right? If you need a high capacity device, then you have to pay high money. For example, if someone is taking 16 GB pen drive, maybe he is paying 400 rupees. But suppose someone is taking 128 GB pen drive, will he pay 400 rupees? No, the money will be more. The price will be more, right? So server is a machine which is similar to laptop or a desktop, but the cost of the server will be much more higher compared to your laptop and a desktop. Now just go back and see how much money you have already spent on your laptop. Maybe someone has spent 40,000 rupees here. Maybe someone has spent 70,000 rupees, the Indian rupees. According to the configuration, we need to say spend that much money. Or let us say on average, imagine every person has spent 50,000 rupees on their laptop. So when you spend 50,000 rupees on a laptop, you are getting a healthy laptop. Healthy in the sense you are getting i3 or i5 processor, 8 GB RAM, and let's say 1 TB hard disk. This is a very good configuration to use, right? So that much you are getting. Now see here. Now the second thing that again we need to understand very, very carefully here is, let us calculate the pricing. Let us see how much money we have to spend here. On server hardware, a company will spend around 4,000, 5,000, 3,000, or even 7,000, or even like more than $10,000. So I'll go with like 5,000 here. If you want to purchase a single server, how much money the company have to spend? $5,000 on average. I'm just taking a random number here, $5,000. Okay, wait a second. I'll make things more easier for you. I'll show you a computer motherboard or a server motherboard, both actually. Where is the motherboard? Okay, fine. This motherboard is actually your desktop motherboard. You know, every machine has a motherboard inside. So this is the desktop motherboard. Now see here friends, clearly on this desktop motherboard, how many processors you can see here? This is your CPU, the processor. It can be i3 or i5 or i7. But how many are there physically? Only one processor is there, right? So within your laptop or a desktop, only one processor is there. And you know, one processor is more than enough actually within a laptop or a desktop. Okay, fine. This is your desktop motherboard. Now let me show you a server motherboard. Now things will be more easy for you to understand. This is a server motherboard and this is processor number 1, processor number 1, processor number 2. This is a socket number 3. This is socket number 4. So see how many processors are there in this motherboard, or how many processors are there on this motherboard? There are totally 4 processors. Do we need this many processors? Maybe we need more than 4 processors actually, because you know, server motherboard should have many processors. Processor is the brain of the computer, right? How many processors you have, that much speed will be there in your machine. You know, just think of google.com. I am in a city like Hyderabad. Can you just imagine in a city like Hyderabad, as of now it is 10:30 a.m. Can you imagine how many people are connected to google.com as of now? At least in thousands or maybe like, lakhs of people are connected to google.com, right? So google.com server should have more hardware capabilities. We cannot take one server in the google.com server. We cannot take one processor there. We should take many processors. Okay, so if you want to take 4 processor server, then will it come in like, 50,000 rupees or 70,000 rupees? Of course, no. We have to spend a lot of money there. How much money we have to spend? Let us say $5,000 we are spending, or $5,000 the company is spending. Got it now? So if you want to take server hardware, we have to take more money. Now, the next one is the server operating system. Do I need to pay money or do I need to spend money on server operating system? See, listen, friends. No software is free actually. I'm saying software. I'm saying software means your operating system or applications. Nothing is free. Whenever you see there is something which is free, it is free only for some time, or it is free with many conditions. So at the end of the day, we have to pay money. The company have to spend money on the operating system. So let us say the company is spending $1,500 on this particular server operating system, whether it is Windows Server operating system or let us say Unix or Linux operating system. So totally how much money a company is spending now? A company is spending nearly 6,500. I'm just taking the approximate number here. It can be like $4,000 on a single server, or it can be even $20,000 on a single server. It can be more or it can be less. Okay, friends. So a company is spending around $6,500 on a single server. Now, how much is $6,500 in Indian rupees? Let us say 6,500 multiplied by how much is the dollar here now? 75, right? So this is approximately 5 lakh Indian rupees. Now 5 lakh Indian rupees on a one device is of course some money, right? 5 lakh rupees is some money. Yeah, Sri Ram, it's a good question. I'll come there within like 2 minutes. Okay, so 5 lakh rupees a company have to spend. Now listen, friends, the second thing we need to understand here is one server is not sufficient to run applications. Go to any company on the face of the earth, my friends. One server is not at all sufficient. Maybe in a small company, maybe you need like 30 servers. Or if it is a medium level company, maybe we need like 100 to like 250 servers. Or if it is a big company, maybe we need like 300 or 300 plus servers. You cannot see a company where one server, they are running their network on one server. Literally not possible. You need many servers, one for web server, one for database server, and we have many other services. So you need many servers. Now, imagine we are working in a medium level company, small and up to medium level company, and suppose they need 100 servers in their company, 100 different servers. So on each server, how much they are spending? They are spending 6,500, right? So 100 multiplied by 6,500. Now just do the calculations. You know how much money the company is spending there, right? Let us see here. 100 multiplied by 6,500. This is how much? 6,50,000. But this is not rupees, right? This is in dollars. $6,50,000. And this $6,50,000 we need to convert in our Indian rupees. This is approximately 5 crore Indian rupees. Now, this is a big news for most of you, right? A company is spending around 5 crore. 5 crore is a huge money, and at least it is, some money when a person is starting their business, right? So a company have to spend 5 crore rupees only on servers, that is server hardware, server operating system, then they can run their applications there. So 5 crore rupees is some money. But that much money they have to spend. There is no other option. That much money they have to spend. Now listen. Okay, imagine a company has already spent 5 CR, approximately 5 CR they have already spent. But A server, we cannot simply plug the electricity cable to the server and we cannot start running that server. No, there is a proper network we need to maintain. There is a proper network we need to manage. So with server, we need a router or many routers actually. So I will say routers. We need switches for sure. We need firewall or maybe firewalls. We need cables. We need a rack, etc. So these are the other devices or the other components we need to have in our computer network. So router will again come in some hundreds or thousands of dollars. Switches will be some thousands of dollars. So like this, the company have to spend more money on the routers, the switches, the firewalls, the cables, and all the other devices. Now simply the cost is increasing, isn't it? The company is spending lots and lots of money. After spending this much money, the applications will start running. The applications will start running on those servers and people will connect to the application. So the company is getting some business. Okay. Now I'll ask a simple question. If I ask you a question like, can you tell me any online games names here? I can see someone was raising a hand. I think it was Ankita. Okay, Ankita, if there is any question, you can just raise your question. Okay, you can send me a message or you can talk to me directly now. So anyhow, so if I ask you a question, like how many online, okay, I got a message like Free Fire, like PUBG, all these things, right? So how many online games you can name? Maybe like 5 or let us say 10 online games you can name, right? That many games you know. But the question here is, do we have only 5 or 10 online games, friends? Of course, no, right? There are some thousands of online games available. But how many we know? 2, 3, 5, 10. This many games we know. So what about other games? They are also running somewhere, right? They are also running on a hardware. They are also running on a particular server operating system. So what about those games? Free Fire is a very famous game. PUBG is a very famous game. Okay, there is something called Need for Speed. That is a car racing game. That is again very famous. You know, that snooker game Pool. That is also very famous. But what about the other games? They're not so famous. That means many people are not playing those games. So many people are not playing those games. The company or the people who develop those games or design those games, there is no business for them now. The business will go down. So they simply need to remove the infrastructure. So it's a very, very important point I'm discussing here, friends. Please listen carefully. And in case you have any minor doubt also, please try to clear the doubts. Okay. Listen carefully. There are thousands of games available over the internet. In each and every game, how they are running. A game will be available somewhere on a server. A game will be running somewhere on a server, and that server is a hardware, and that server hardware has a server operating system. Okay, that server has a server operating system, and on top of that server operating system, that particular game is running. So people are connected to that server. So if more people are connected to that server, then there is more business. But if only few people are connected to the server, then there is less business. So if there is less business, can they maintain the network? Can they maintain the infrastructure? For example, if someone has started a restaurant, it is a business again, right? So when someone has started a restaurant there, what they are expecting customers to come, right? Many people should come. Many people should come so that they can serve food. So if they are serving food to many people, then the business is running. So suppose imagine a person who started the restaurant business, he is expecting 500 people every day. Then the business will run because, you know, he need to pay money for the rent or for lease, or he need to pay money for the chefs and the, you know, waiters and all these people, he need to pay money. So if 500 people are coming every day, then the business is running fine. But suppose imagine only 80 people are coming in a day. That means he is facing a lot of loss, right? He is facing a lot of loss. Now, can he run the business? Maybe he can run the business for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and in the end, he need to just shut down that business. So when he shut down the business, how much loss he is facing? He is facing a lot of loss there, right? So this is the best example you can take. Whether it is a game that you are playing on the internet, or whether you take the example of any restaurant, If 500 people are visiting the restaurant every day, then he is getting some profit, then he can manage everything easily. But instead of 500 people, let us say 80 people or 100 people are coming every day. That means he simply cannot run the business for more than like couple of months. Got it? Now, so a company has already spent money on 100 servers. A company has already spent money on routers, switches, firewalls, cables, everything. They have spent money on each and everything. Now listen, company is expecting 10,000 hits. Hits in the sense a company is expecting 10,000 customers every day. How many customers? They are expecting 10,000 customers every day. What is the meaning of customer here? See, when I go and pay money through Paytm, that means I'm a customer. When I pay money through like Phone Pay or Google Pay, I'm the customer. So if Phone Pay or Google Pay are expecting minimum 10,000 people to use that particular app, that means the business is running. If it is like 13,000 people coming in a day, then that means the business is more successful. What if the business is more successful? So at least 10,000 people should come. But what if only 700 people are coming? So business is not running perfectly now. The business is in loss. So if the business is in loss, what about the cables, firewalls, switches, routers, and more importantly, what about the servers? They all are in loss. This is the whole story of a computer network, friends. A company needs 100 servers to run the business. So for this 100 servers, they need to spend some lakhs of dollars or crores of Indian rupees. And with these servers, they need to take routers, switches, firewalls, cables, everything. So if the business is running perfectly according to the plan, that means they are getting some profit. But if the business is not running, then what to do? Out of 100 servers, they need only 30 servers now. Remaining 70 servers are not needed. So what they do with this remaining 70 servers? They need to sell. So they are in huge loss. So this is the old story, friend. This is the way the computer networks are working for many decades. I repeat, this is the way the computer networks are working for many decades. I hope the concept is clear, friends. I'll just wait for 30 seconds here in case if you have any doubts, any questions, feel free to send your questions and doubts. So I'll just wait for like 30 seconds before I move to the next part. So now there is a huge problem we can see. There is a huge problem. What is the huge problem? Company spending lots and lots of money and they are not sure whether the business will run or the business will be flop. So now what is the solution for this? What solution we have? Okay, let us see the solution here now. There is a very simple solution. So till now we have not started anything or we have not discussed anything about cloud computing, friends. We are on the process of cloud computing. Okay, so I need another half an hour session here actually. So please just wait for another 20-30 minutes before you clear all your doubts. Okay, so please bear me for next 30, at least 30 minutes. Okay, so this is the first scenario. The old traditional way. What is the old traditional way? Take a server and run services. Okay, now the second way here is, the second option here is, okay, I got a answer here. I got two answers actually. We can rent these servers. Okay, let us see whether we can rent or not. Renting is also like, it's not a good idea. So there is a solution here. And that solution is actually called as, it is one of the best solutions we have. It is called as virtualization. The solution is virtualization. Now, what is this virtualization? I'll put things in a very simple way, friends. Virtualization means, you know what is physical means? Physical means that you can touch and that you can see. That is physical. Virtual means it is part of your physical. I'll give a very easy example to understand. You know, when you go and see my computer here, you can see some files here. For example, you can see a file like AWS account creation. This is a file where I have put everything like how to create an AWS account and everything. So can you please tell me what you call this file? This file, can I say it is a soft copy? Of course, it is a soft copy, right? This is a soft copy. Soft copy means this is available in my computer. Can I open that? Of course, I can open. Let us say AWS syllabus. So can I open? Of course, I can open. Can I see the content? I can see the content. But can I touch this particular file? No, this is a soft copy. But suppose once you take the printout of this particular file, once you take the printout, then can I touch that particular file? Of course, I can touch that particular file, right? So that is the difference here actually. Soft copy means it is present within the computer. It is like a file. It is like a software. Hard copy means it is a printout. Printout we can touch with our hand. So physical means your printout. Virtual means your soft copy. Okay. What is virtual? Virtual means it is part of your physical. Now see, the first scenario was we have to take 100 servers to run our business. How many servers, friends? We have to take totally, let's say 100 servers. It can be like more or it can be less, right? But in our example, we are taking 100 servers. But in virtualization, you know what we have to do? In virtualization, okay, the first layer is obviously hardware layer. So it's a very interesting concept, friends. So please listen carefully. And by the way, virtualization, we will see in more details in coming classes. So one is your hardware layer. Fine, well and good. On top of this hardware, what we have done before, on top of this hardware, we have installed the operating system, right? But now there is no operating system here. There is something called a hypervisor. Technical terminology is hypervisor. That means there is a separate software design here. There is a special software design here. And what is the software known as? It is known as hypervisor. This is not Windows OS or this is not Linux OS. This is your hypervisor. You know what is the use of hypervisor? Hypervisor is a software that is used to run multiple operating systems in a single machine. What is the hypervisor, friends? Hypervisor is a software which is used to run multiple operating systems on a single hardware. Like for example, I can go with Linux here. Let us say this is your Linux operating system. Here, suppose I'm using Windows Server 2016 operating system. Okay. Here I am using like Mac OS. Again, I'm using here some other Linux operating system. So within one computer or within one server, how many operating systems I'm using here, friends? I'm using totally 4. So I'm using totally 4 operating systems, friend. Multiple virtual machines we can create and we can use. So what is the advantage? See, first of all, let me just tell you one thing clearly. There is a concept here. Can you see? Introduction to virtualization, types of server, physical and virtual. We need to see this concept in more detail. For cloud computing, that concept is much needed. Okay, so we'll see that in coming classes. But for the basic example, what I'm trying to show you here is in virtualization, what we can do? In virtualization, instead of taking 100 servers, 100 physical servers, we can take how many servers now? We can take, let us say 4 physical servers. How many? I'm just giving an example. We can take 3 also, we can take 5 also. But I'm saying we can take only 4 physical server. And in each physical server, how many virtual machines we can create? Let us say this is virtual machine number 1. And this is virtual machine number 25. So how many virtual machines I have created, friends? I have created 25 virtual machines. That means on one physical machine, I am running 25 applications, 25 different applications without any problem, without any issue. All the 25 applications will run successfully. This concept is called virtualization concept. Technically, we can create 1000 virtual machines or approximately 1000 virtual machines on a single hardware. But according to our example, instead of 100 servers, now we are taking only 4 servers and we are running 25 virtual machines in each server. So what is the advantage you see in virtualization? Now let us go back and calculate how much money you spend on each server. 6,500 rupees, right? So now how much money you need to spend now? How many servers you need? You need only 4 servers. 4 multiplied by, let us say $8,000 per each server, because a bit extra configuration we have to take. So 8 multiplied by 4, how much? $32,000. Here, how much we have spent here, friends? 650000. $650. How much we are spending in the second scenario? $32,000. So what we have done here, friends, in virtualization, we have saved a lot of money, right? You can see clearly there is no, there is no guessing here, or there is no need for me to explain everything here. It is a very simple calculation. You have spent nearly 90% money. You are now spending only 10% money. Like instead of spending 6,000, what is it? $650 or $6,500 actually. Is it $6,500? Wait a second. 6,50,000. I'm very sorry. It is $6,50,000. So instead of spending that much dollars, we are spending only $32,000, right? That's it. Okay, so from where these virtual machines will take resources, that is a question. It's $1 billion question, Hanumant, actually. From where these virtual machines will take resources? These virtual machines will take resources from the hardware. This virtual machine will contact this hypervisor. That is the use of hypervisor. I'll discuss hypervisor in more details in coming classes. And this hypervisor will take hardware from this particular hardware. For example, imagine this virtual machine has 4 GB RAM. Let's say 4 GB RAM is sufficient on this virtual machine. But after some time, you need more RAM. That means you need 6 GB RAM. So you can just increase the RAM in this virtual machine 6 GB. So what happens? This virtual machine will go to the hypervisor, and hypervisor will go to the hardware, and it will bring 2 more GB RAM. So totally 6 GB RAM. That is the work of this particular hypervisor. Friends, this is one of the most successful technologies we have. Virtualization is one of the most successful technology. See, whenever you save money or wherever you save money, you always feel better, right? Now, company, just imagine how much money they are spending. Instead of spending $6,50,000, they are only spending $30,000. It is not even like 10%, right? So this is the virtualization concept. Clear? But there is again a but here. Now, this is the second way of managing the networks. First of all, one way is all the networks, all the servers are physical servers. The second way is servers are virtual. Very few physical servers will be there, and majority of servers will be like virtual servers. Okay, but still there is a problem here. What is the problem here? How many servers we have taken here, friends? We have taken totally 4 servers, isn't it? Now, who should connect these 4 servers? Who should manage? Who should troubleshoot? Who should install the hypervisor? Who should create the virtual machine? Who should run the applications and everything? The administrator should do. Suppose imagine you are the administrator, you are managing 100 servers. That means it is huge. But now in your company, you have implemented virtualization. So instead of 100 servers, you are managing 4 servers now. Instead of 100 servers, you are managing 4 servers. But you are the person who should manage everything now. So although the money has decreased a lot, although the infrastructure has decreased a lot, but still you're responsible for that. Okay, I'll take you through one data center here. This is a very simple data center. This is the data. These are the data centers we see in companies actually. Now, what you call these devices? This is actually called as a rack, R-A-C-K. This is your rack. This is one rack. So like this, we have many racks. And so you can see some devices here. It can be router, it can be server, it can be switch, it can be firewall. You can see many devices. So this is one rack, this is 2 rack, this is 3, this is 4. So like this, there are many racks here. So if you need 100 servers, if you want to connect 100 servers, maybe we need more racks. Approximately how many devices we are connecting here? Approximately 20 devices we are connecting here, right? So for 100 servers, we need totally 5 racks. Then you need many more racks for routers, switches, firewalls, and all those things. So your data center size is bigger. Your data center size will be much bigger. So much bigger means the company have to spend more money on the space. The company have to spend more money on the devices and all those things, right? But what if instead of 100 servers, you are taking only 4 servers? Let us say 1, 2, 3, 4. See, within this space in a rack, we have connected 4 servers. Within 4 servers, the virtual machines are running. That's a different issue. They are part of a physical server, right? So overall, we have only 4 physical servers. The other devices we can connect here, and the other devices we can connect here. So instead of taking such a huge space, we can take a small space and we can connect all the devices. But again, remember what I told you, friends? You are the person who is responsible for managing the hardware. You are the person who are responsible for managing the Hyper-V software, and you are the person who is responsible for managing all the virtual machines. So if there is any problem in the hardware, you should troubleshoot. If there is any problem in the software, you should troubleshoot. So there is a, some responsibility again. But virtualization is one of the very successful technology we have in last 12, 15 or approximately 20 years. Hardly you see any company anywhere on the face of the earth where they are using 100 physical servers to run 100 applications. No, friends. If they are doing like this, that means they are again in like very old age. If there is a company where they need 70, 80 or 100 servers, they will go with virtualization for sure. They have already implemented virtualization in the network. So virtualization is a very successful technology. But this seminar is about cloud computing, right? But till now, we have not discussed anything about cloud computing, right? But now we are in a position to discuss about cloud computing. We are in a position to understand about cloud computing. Okay. Yes, Sriram, maybe like 60%, 50% networks are still running on virtualization. But now let us see whether the virtualization is there in your location on premise or whether it is there at some other location. Now, I'm just making a small statement here. Please listen carefully again. I'll just repeat something, then I'll come to the main statement. The one way of making a computer network is take 100 servers and run 100 applications. Great. Spending a lot of money. Second way of making a computer network is instead of taking 100 servers, just take 3 or 4 servers and create multiple virtual machines there and run all the services on that particular virtual machine. Or run all the applications in each virtual machine, and one physical server contains many virtual machines. Okay, but what is the disadvantage here? Still, we need to manage everything. But in cloud computing, you know what happens? In cloud computing, a company like Amazon or a company like Microsoft or a company like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Cisco, HP, IBM, Dell, Salesforce, Citrix, whatever company you name, whatever big company you know, most of the companies are providing the cloud computing services. Okay, I will go with AWS data centers. I'll just show you the image. You know, right now, just now we have seen the data center, right? This is a data center in a company. How many racks we can see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are totally 5 racks. So you can imagine this. This is not a room actually. This is something like a hall. It is much bigger. Okay. Now you want to see the data center, some other data center. Now see. Oh, this is the data center, friends. This is the data center we have in AWS. How many racks you can see? Just count. Can you count it? No. This is only one lane. This is one single lane. So like this, there are many more lanes available. You know, the size of the data center is something like your cricket ground or maybe like a football or a hockey ground. This is the size of the data center, and this is your Amazon data center located in some place, some city. We will go through all the data centers in more details in coming classes. But as of now, this is one of the data center Amazon people have in some location. See, okay, this person is, troubleshooting something actually. See, it's quite a funny photo, but still it is, he's standing on a table and he's trying to troubleshoot something. And from outside, the data centers will look like this. They are not small rooms actually. They are like huge open places. They are bigger than football ground. They are bigger than cricket ground. You can just imagine when I say bigger than football ground and a cricket ground, what will be the size of the data center, right? Again, one more data center somewhere. And what you see here are all racks. Okay, these are all racks actually. Let me just to go through this photo. Okay, Amazon built data center in Ohio. Ohio is a place in USA. So you can see clearly. I hope I'm not getting perfect image, but I hope you can see that, right? Such a huge data center and all these are racks here. Now, what happens in cloud computing here, friends, is a company like Amazon is providing you a option or offering you something. You know what they are offering? They are saying, listen, why you are spending that much money on servers? Why you are taking 100 servers, or why you are taking even 4 physical servers? I repeat, why you are taking even 4 physical servers? No need to maintain any infrastructure at your location. No need to bring servers, no need to bring server operating systems, nothing. The Amazon people will come to you and they will say, listen, we have a huge data center. You just cannot imagine how much we have. They have huge data centers. So they will say, you use our data center and run your services, run your applications. What they are saying, you use our data center and run your applications on our data center. We will guarantee you that your applications will run smoothly and perfectly without any issues. It will be much better than your local data center actually. So Amazon people will say, use our data centers and run your applications on our data centers and pay as you go. Means pay according to your use. If you're using the server for like 3 hours in a day, just pay for like 3 hours. If you're using for like 30 days in a month, just pay for like 30 days. So Amazon, Microsoft, Google, all these are cloud computing providers. So cloud computing is a technology where our servers are not running in our local data center. Our servers are running at some other data center. And that data center is under the control of a company like Amazon or Microsoft or Google. I'm saying Amazon, Microsoft, Google because I'm not sure there is any person here who has not who don't know this particular names, right? There are many more companies we will see, but as of now, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, these are the 3 biggest cloud providers. So they are saying, use our data centers and run your applications on our data center. Means the virtual machine that you have created here, this particular virtual machine that you have created, you created this virtual machine on your local server, right? So the same virtual machine you can create on our data center and you can run. It's an excellent business. It's an excellent offer for each and every company. So they are more than happy now. They are more than happy with this particular business. They are more than happy with this particular offer. So they are saying like, okay, no need to bring any infrastructure in the company. No need to bring 100 servers. No. No need to bring 4 servers. No. Just connect yourself to the data center. How to connect? Wait a second, friends. Just connect like this. This is your website. This is sign into the console. I'm just trying to show you my console here. Just a second, please. Shakeel, some account number, account name. And then there is a captcha here. I need to clear it. CQNY 26. I hope it is clear. Okay. SC 5NF8. Yeah, it is asking me to enter the password. I am entering my password here. You know what I have done here, friends? I have connected myself to the Amazon data center. Now I am connected to data center. Which data center? North Virginia. Remember just now we have seen the Ohio data center. See, I have connected to the Ohio. Where is Ohio? It is somewhere in USA, right? I have connected to this Ohio data center and here I can run my services. EC2 means your virtual machine actually. So I can simply run a virtual server within like, 30 seconds. I can make or I can run my virtual server within like next 30 seconds. Just a launch server here. And there are some more steps, blah, blah, blah. It will take actually 10 days for us to learn about EC2 and all those things. So I'm not going into any practicals now. I just want to show you that I have connected myself to the Amazon data center. It is somewhere in Ohio, or I can connect to the data center which is nearby, which is in Mumbai in India. So now I am connected to the Mumbai region. That means my servers will be running in the Mumbai data center. Mumbai data center. I can run my virtual machine. I can run my server there. Isn't a good idea, friends? It's a very, very excellent idea, right? What is the advantage we have here? A company, there is no need for them to spend huge money at the start of the business. They can simply create a server, okay, and they can start running that server. They can start running their application. You know, in many cases, many things will be free for the initial time. Then, you know, the business is growing, so they can pay, they can start paying money. So if they need 100 servers, so within like next half an hour, I can create 100 servers on cloud data center, maybe Amazon or Microsoft or Google or whatever. I'm running 100 servers within next 30 minutes. Got it? Now the business is not running for like 3 months now. What I can do? I can just terminate my 70 servers. I can just delete them. So once I delete them, how many servers are running now? 30 servers are running. So I'm paying money only for 30 servers. Isn't it? Okay. We are running only for, we are paying money only for like 30 minutes. Got it? And if the business is running, instead of 100 servers, you need 50 more servers. So again, in next 30 minutes, I can add 50 more servers. So whatever you need, we can add. Whatever you need to remove, we can remove. But is it so easy in a physical structure? No, my dear friends, it is not so easy in our physical structure. In physical structure, if you have to add 50 servers, then there is a huge process. We have to go to some showroom. We have to go to some website. We need to purchase the servers. Servers will come after 2 days, 5 days, or 10 days. Then we need to install the server OS in it. We need to connect. Then, you know, it will take around 15 days to make 50 servers up. Yes, Sriram, we need to like add more resources to manage. Exactly. We need to add routers and switches and more things. Okay. So I hope the concept is clear here. Instead of taking all the 100 servers, physical servers in our company, we can just contact this cloud provider and we can take services from this cloud provider. And whatever we are using, that much we can pay. The technical definition here is pay as you go, or we can say use. Pay as you go or pay as you use model. You know, electricity, when you pay money, how much money you pay for electricity? Like say 1 month you paid like 600 rupees. Next month, maybe you are paying like 6,400 rupees. So how much you use depends you're paying, right? So cloud is also something like this. So there is no need for a company now to buy these 100 servers or to even buy this 4 servers. So they can simply use the resources from the cloud provider and they can use all the services from the cloud provider. Okay, there is a question here, Alkesh. There is a question like how many services are there in AWS? As of now, AWS says there are more than 200 services they are offering. More than 200 services. Not all the services are related to our job. Like, you know, if you go to the services here, analytic, this is a service. IoT, this is a service. Machine learning, this is like, you know, it's a very much in demand. So this is a different service. We are not learning these services. Okay. Robotic, again, satellite. So people who are into robotics and satellites and machine learning and Internet of Things. So there are services related to their technology. So we are not learning this. So what exactly we are learning? We are learning majorly 4 services. VPC, EC2, S3, RDS, and IAM. I'm just giving the names here. If I take you to the syllabus, when I say EC2, say this many topics you're learning in EC2. If I go with a topic like elastic load balancer and auto scaling, it may take more than 1 class for us to complete. So I'm not going through the syllabus today. I'll go through the syllabus in coming classes. This is VPC. VPC will take like around 1 week for us to complete. So I'm just going through the overview. Okay, these are the things that are related to our course, but AWS will offer you more than 200 services. Blockchain was also there. It was again a very famous thing. So I hope you understood the class. I hope you understood the session, friends. Okay, there is a question here like, what are the important services in cloud? What are the important services for us in cloud? So I can say the important services that we need to learn in cloud is VPC, EC2, S3, RDS, and IAM. These are the services we need to learn. What you're learning inside VPC or S3 or RDS, that we will see in our coming sessions. Okay, so I'll just try to make a note. There are three ways of running our services. There are three ways of running services. One is okay, there are two questions here. So one is from Jai Shriram. He is saying, so will you cover all the course contents? Yes, whatever course we are providing, we need to cover all the course content. That's it. And is this syllabus with AWS Cloud Practitioner? This is with not only Cloud Practitioner, this is actually with Solution Architect. Actually, we are preparing for Solution Architect. And again, how to go for examination, what we will be getting in examination, interviews, all these things I will discuss from Monday, my dear friends. From Monday, I'll be discussing all these things. So, but yeah, we'll be covering the architect. See, this class will start from Monday at 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. 9:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Okay. Monday will be the first demo. You still have like 1 or 2 classes option. You can still come and attend 1 or 2 classes. Okay. With the same link, or maybe they will share the link with you. Okay. So this is the class. How many services? Remember, I already told you this many services we are covering. And how much money we have to pay to open AWS account? This is one more question from Hanumant. You know, we are paying zero money actually. I'll show you how to create an account, or I can say you're paying like 2 rupees there. So I'll show you how to create an account in AWS. I've already created a document for that. Now, friends, it's time for you to shoot your questions at me. So I'll be more than happy to answer them. So this is AWS account. So I'll show you more details like how much money we have to spend and what are the things we need to enter and all those things I'll show you. But you know, without paying any money, we can create our account. But again, still there are some ifs and buts we need to see, so that I'll see in coming classes. Okay, so demos will be there from Monday again at same time. And what exactly you'll be getting in this course? Recorded classes you'll be getting for sure. Each and every class is a recorded class. The second thing here is you will get some documents to read. Okay. And third one is you will get interview questions and answers. Interview questions and answers. Then the fourth one you are getting here is every session you have the option of clearing your doubts. That is question answer session option will be there. So every session you can clear your doubts. And the fee is 5,000 rupees. We are covering the basics up to like the advanced level. We are covering the basics of networks, basics of servers. Who can learn this course? A person with zero knowledge of computer networks can learn this course. We have designed this course in such a way that like a person with zero knowledge can learn this course, because we are starting from the basics and up to the advanced level. Okay. And the duration of the course is for 45 days. Each day the class will be there between like 60 to 70 minutes. This is the time. Of course, the documents I will provide you, Akhilesh. And Hanuman, the duration is for like 45 days. So we have to provide each and everything. I'll provide a document where all the things will be there. And I'll show you how to read the documents and from where to read the documents and everything. So the course duration is for like 45 days and the fees is for like 5,000 Indian rupees. And this is between the class will be like around 60 to 70 minutes. because sometimes many questions will come, so the time will increase, but I'll try to finish everything within 1 hour. Okay, friends, so these are some of the things that you should understand. But again, about syllabus and other things, I'll come to this in more details from Monday at 9:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time when we start the demos. Okay, so any other question, any other doubts, I'm available for you for next 5-10 minutes. Why only architect? The solution architect you're talking, Alkesh? Because that is a certification you're preparing for, right? That is a certification, so we need to prepare according to the certification. There are many levels in every technology, but you cannot just go with the expert level directly, right? We need to start from the basic, then the professional, then the architect level, right? So we have that level. Why not DevOps? See here, friends. I know most of you are maybe planning to go with like DevOps in future, or maybe many people are planning to go only with like cloud computing. What is the requirement for DevOps? What we are learning in this course is the requirement for DevOps. So first, AWS, we need to understand the services like EC2, VPC, all these services we need to understand first, then it is for your DevOps. So if someone is planning to go with DevOps, you cannot learn DevOps without learning this AWS, my friend. Okay. This is mandatory for you to learn. No, Surya, the classes will not cross 11 a.m. on any day for sure. I'm starting from 9:30 and it will end at 10:30. I'm just keeping 10 minutes extra, 15 minutes extra, maybe because the next 10 minutes will be more majorly for like question answer sessions and clearing doubts and all those things. But I will not cross the 60 or 70 minutes mark. Is there any other time for the batch? As of now, Alkesh, this is the only class we are starting. I'm starting now. That is at 9:30 a.m. As of now, there is no other class for me. I'm running some other classes at some other time, but the new class is at this time. If you have to come in evening, Alkesh, then you have to wait for another 15 days also. Because this is this week, and May 2nd or 3rd there will be Eid actually, so I'll be off for like a couple of days. So after like 2 weeks only, I'll be available for evening. My next class will be in evening. So I'll start the evening classes after like a couple of weeks. But as of now, this is the new class I have. And like I said, the demos will start from Monday at 9:30 a.m. Today was just a webinar. I need to take you through many things actually, friends. So I'll take you through all these things in more details from our demo sessions. Okay, Alkesh, then you have to wait for like some more time. If this 9:30 class is not possible, then evening, in the sense it can be like 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. something. I'm available in evening time, but again, I'll be available in evening time after like couple of weeks. How will we inform about the evening batch? You have already entered your phone number, right, Alkesh? So we will contact you on the phone number. I'm just taking the note here. Alkesh. Okay, so I've just taken your note. So hopefully when we start the evening batch, we will inform you on which day we are starting the evening batch. I'll inform you for Jai Shri Ram as well as for Alkesh. Alkesh Parate, right? Any questions from any of you, any other friends, guys? So this was just a introduction session, my dear friends. We have like, demo sessions where I have to go through more details, actually more details about cloud and more details about what we are learning and more details about like how you're going to approach for the interview and how you're going to write your examination and how you're going, what exactly you're learning, all these things we will see in more details then. Okay, there is an excellent message here from Sriram. He says, thanks a lot and keep learning all cloud is the future. So I hope you're referring this message to all of the participants here. So of course, cloud is the present and cloud is the future. See, I am in this field for like 12, 13 years, right? So I have covered majority of things like server administration part, network part, security part, virtualization part. I have experience on most of the things. So cloud, I can say, is a very, very, very excellent field you can select, and you can see yourself in cloud for rest of your life. Yeah, Alkesh, please go ahead with your doubts.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have experience working as a Java developer.
Okay.
So, what do you think? Which branch will be good for me? Means like architecture, DevOps, developer, or any other?
See, if you have to go with DevOps, or what is the other thing you said? Developer is DevOps
Developer.
actually. There is
But
DevOps.
associate developer exam is there.
Okay, so if you want to go with the associate developer exam for anything, Alkesh, this AWS architect is much needed actually. If not the examination, if not the certificate, at least you should know the course. Okay,
Okay.
first you should know the course, and you're in a better position to go with DevOps or architect developer or whatever. You should know this AWS, Amazon Web Services architect solution for sure.
Means these are the advanced stages like DevOps or developer,
Exactly,
any other.
exactly. These are the advanced stages. Further,
Okay.
if someone is offering you a course like AWS plus DevOps, there are some places where you will get this course. So when they say AWS plus DevOps, you know what they will say, like, okay, this course is for, like, for example, say like 75 days. They'll go with this way. But when I say AWS plus DevOps, first you will be learning the same concepts, what you're going to learn here, then you'll go with the DevOps. So 75 days or 80 days in a single course will be a bit too much for us. So normally what people do, they go with the AWS for like 40 days, 45 days, then just try to understand things easily, then take a break for like 10 days, 15 days, revise the topics again and again, and understand the clear picture of this AWS, then they will go for DevOps. So again, before you go for DevOps or anything, the same thing you're going to learn. These 5 major services you're going to learn.
Do you provide the questions for the means like for the exam, AWS exam, cloud practitioner?
I will show you from where you can get the questions actually, because no one will provide the question. That is a paid thing. So hopefully when you come again, Alkesh, at least from Monday, at least for one session, then I'll show you like from where you can get the questions.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So I hope the concept is clear, but again, I have to take you through the deep concept maybe from Monday. The time is not sufficient. We are already spent 1 hour 20 minutes actually. So I hope I have presented things in a simple and easy way. I hope you understood things very well. And very good luck to you guys. Very good luck to your careers, and very good luck for whatever you're doing in your life, health wise and career wise. So take care of your health. And I can say in a friendly way, this is a technology, cloud, DevOps, whatever you say, AWS, DevOps, whatever you say, you can see yourself in this technology for next 15, 20 years. That means it's a huge option for you to learn something and have a great career in it. So first you need to start from the basics, then only you can go into the advanced level. Okay, so that's it from my side, dear friends. Thanks a lot for joining. I'll be still here for like a couple of minutes. In case if you have any other questions, I'll see that, or else I can stop the session for today. And one more thing, you can see this session on YouTube. Within like 2 hours, this session will be uploaded on Google on the YouTube channel of DURGASOFT. You can see this session there. And if you have any doubts, still you can come on Monday and you can clear all your doubts. Yeah, Nutan, thanks again. Thanks for joining. Okay, fine. So I guess there are no other questions here. So whatever questions, whatever doubts here, hopefully you can come with all your questions and doubts in our next session, that is on Monday at 9:30 a.m. That's it, friends. That's it for today. Hope to see you again on Monday at 9:30 a.m. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.